I remember when we were young. I remember when we were young, and Dad read to us one by one. We sailed a ship, our father's chair. He read us books, shared magic there. We met Blinky Bill, Snugglepot, Reapy Cheap and Sir Lancelot. Late last night upon a stair, we met a man who wasn't there. I remember when we were young. I remember our childhood days when all day long the sun would blaze. Mum would put white zinc on noses, gritty airbeds, endless dozes. Down Eli Creek we all would float, that sandy isle felt so remote. Kids that ran with the wild brumbees, kissed by the spray of windswept seas. I remember our childhood days. I remember long nights by fire, childhood dreams those flames would inspire. We ate Ugary stew cooked on coals, eaten hot from enamel bowls. Leonard sang So Long Marianne, we knew it was time he began. Ugary's dug by our young heels, sparklers in darkness, magic wheels. I remember long nights by fire. I remember our childhood home, by the Broadwater we would roam. Those younger days seemed so free, forever lost in reverie. Home was a place called Howard Street. Days so simple, life so sweet. Our yard the waters of Runaway Bay, the shrouds on masts with wind would play. I remember our childhood home. I remember as we grew old, we saw the world let our wings unfold. By then our blonde was much more than blood, blessed forever to be so loved. On Christmas Eve we sat in Branwell's chair, in Ireland you danced with fairies there. We walked in snow with princess shoes, late at night lost in London's muse. I remember as we grew old. I remember that perfect storm, that night our lives you would transform. You took your leave, did not say goodbye, left me forever wondering why. At night you leave footprints in my head, 1,000 words were left unsaid. In the sky above you now reside, swinging by the moon lady's side. I remember that perfect storm. I remember when we were young, back when our lives had just begun, shaped by words, wind, song, salt and sea. By moonlight you still dance with me. Now I live on the mountainside, where you, a come-nut fairy, does reside. You, the wind in the trees up high, with rustling leaves forever sigh. I remember when we were young.